everybody. I'm Pat Monticelli with the Broomfield Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to another edition of Business Matters, the Broomfield Chamber video podcast. Today, we're doing a business spotlight with Chamber member Golf Thornton. Golf joined the Chamber when they opened their doors back in August of last year. They had to shut down, though, for 3 months during the COVID-19 restrictions. Just had a chance to reopen on Monday, June 15th. Today, we have an opportunity to speak with Denon Van Wagner, who is the Director of Operations at Golf Thornton. And Denon joins me today. Denon, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having us. We're excited to be here.
And Denon is the Director of Operations at Golf Thornton and a Broomfield Chamber member. And Denon, we were talking right before we started taping, and you said it's already a pretty full house as far as it can be full for a Tuesday afternoon. There are not a lot of people that don't know about Golf, but for those who don't, tell us a little bit about what Golf is and what you do out there.
Absolutely. Golf is an incredibly exciting, dynamic entertainment complex, introducing folks to the fantastic game of golf in a setting that has 3 stories. We have 102 outdoor hitting bays, as you can see behind me. We have hundreds of HD televisions. We have state-of-the-art technology. We use a ball tracking technology that we own and call Top Tracer, which is also used by NBC and the Golf Channel as well. So a lot of your guests and members have probably seen our tracking technology on television. We have that available in each of the hitting bays behind me, which has allowed us to create some real fun and entertaining games as well here in the venue.
And you all opened about the second half of last year, and things are going great, and all of a sudden we ran into the shutdown. Tell me a little bit about how the shutdown affected you all as a company and the steps that you've taken to get things going again.
Absolutely. So this was our 56th venue that we had opened in the United States. We opened this venue here in Thornton, Colorado, our second one in the Denver area, last August. So we were just about 7 or 8 months into operation when the COVID coronavirus hit us. So it's obviously been quite an impact for us. We employ approximately 400 hourly associates here at Golf, as well as a full management team of a couple dozen folks, salaried folks as well. So we actually just reopened yesterday, Monday, June 15th, back to the public, and we were closed for 90 days. But as I mentioned, we're absolutely ecstatic to finally have the opportunity to reopen up to our guests. And we have implemented quite a few safety measures in regards to the COVID crisis that exists today. We're very fortunate in that our venue is incredibly unique from an entertainment perspective. As you can see behind me, all of our hitting bays are outside. So we have great airflow, but what we've done is we have added some safety measures in place as part of our commitment to play safely at Golf. So behind me, we have 11 feet from tee to tee, which is great for the new social distancing guidelines. But we've also implemented some new safety measures as well. So we now disinfect all the golf clubs, as well as the golf balls, the game screens, the game panel that you can see behind me, as well as all of the tables after each visit from each guest. In addition to that, we have added these vinyl barriers, which you might be able to see behind me here in the bay, that drape from about 7 feet down to the ground, which actually separate out each day and create more social distancing for our guests that are in a bay next to another party. It's the same Golf experience that our guests know and love, just with some changes to ensure that our guests can play with confidence and our associates can work with confidence as well.
It's and one of the things that I thought was interesting is as we mentioned earlier, you've got as many people as you can manage there right now with the restrictions on overall number of people, but it's great to see people already coming back. I know that before the shutdowns, I would drive by your place very frequently and see a full parking lot. So obviously it looked like things were going well. It's only the second day in, but are you excited about what you're seeing as far as people coming back to play?
It's been amazing. We've got we're currently booking 4 reservations every 15 minutes for our guests. We've made our reservations free online. Oh, thank you. We made our reservations free online, as well as we're still allowing walk-in guests as well. But we will be practicing social distancing and only allowing a max of six players per bay. But I've got to tell you, Pat, the response from our raving fans has just been phenomenal. They're so excited that we're open. And as I make my way up and down the tee line and talk with guests and ask, how do you feel about our safety measures? Do you feel safe? And overwhelmingly, our guests are absolutely elated and tell us how incredible the measures we put in place are, and that they think they're over and beyond what they've seen out from other businesses already. And that was really, really important for us.
And that's fantastic. I think it's important that people are going to come out to feel safe. So it sounds like you guys are doing everything that you need to do. I wanted to ask about, I know that part of your business is special events and group events and having people come out. I know that we may not be at that point yet with the reopening just starting and with restrictions still in place, but I wanted to give you a little bit of a chance to talk about once we get back to a little bit more of a sense of normal. What can people do out there other than just showing up to play golf as a group? There are options for events out there as well, right?
That's correct. We will eventually get back to hosting the large style events we did when it's safe to do so, and when the state, local, and national restrictions warrant that we're allowed to do that. We currently are still hosting up to 2-bay events. So we're allowing parties of up to 6 people in a bay, and then to be able to book 2-bay parties and direct books of ours online. So we can still have up to 12 people in a 2-bay party come out and celebrate, whether it be a graduation or a birthday, or just folks having a chance to get together again that haven't seen each other in a long time. We've all been cooped up for a long time, and Topgolf is a perfect destination to get back out. We've got the fresh air, we're outside, fans are blowing, we've got all these wonderful safety measures in place. So we're really, really excited to start welcoming back the public.
When it comes to reopening and getting your staff back up to speed, obviously with folks that were out of work for 3 months, it's hard, I would imagine, to get all of your employees back. But have you been fairly successful in getting some employees back and adding new staff as well?
Absolutely. We're incredibly proud of our culture that we foster at Topgolf. And to be quite honest with you, that's really what's been the linchpin of all of our associates and our family members coming back to Topgolf. There were 19 venues that were nationally that were able to open before we did this past Monday. And the data coming back from them is that our venues have been so popular that we've called back 100% of our associates within 2 weeks of opening those venues.
And that's fantastic news, not only for the company, but for all of those associates as well. I want to ask you this question because I thought it was interesting. When you all first moved to the area, your folks actually reached out to us as the chamber, inquiring about chamber membership. And so obviously you all have been parts of chambers in other Topgolf locations. What does it mean to an organization like Topgolf to get involved with the Chamber of Commerce?
That's a great question, Pat. It's part of our core values that our involvement in our local municipalities is second to none. We recognize the importance and the important role that we play within our communities, being a large employer, and the impact that we can give back locally. So it's extremely important that we have an active role with as many of our chambers that we can, so that again, we can be a partner with them and showcase all the amazing amenities that we feature at Topgolf. We recognize how important that partnership is.
And I have to tell you, just watching behind you as you've been walking around, I've always been amazed at the scope of the facility and what you're able to accomplish out there. It looks great. Now, you and I had talked. This is back several months, but we had talked about the fact that this particular venue in Thornton is a little bit different design for you all.
That's correct. It is. This incarnation of design for us is what's referred to as easy build within our brand. And this was the second footprint of this design at the time when we opened in August. So this building is 65,000 square feet. It is 3 stories. It has 102 hitting bays, 34 on each floor. It has 2 fabulous chairman's suites on the 3rd floor for where we can host events out of. We also have remarkable patios on each of our floors, which give an absolutely unparalleled view of these beautiful Rocky Mountains and the Front Range. And what's nice too, we have an enormous 1st floor patio, which we're looking forward to seeing filled with raving fans of ours this summer, as this will be our first summer open in Oregon. And we're looking forward to, we've got a stage out there. We're looking forward to hosting some live music and bands and whatnot this summer, as some of the COVID restrictions are lessened on all of us. And once we can do it safely, we're going to have as much fun out here as we can have.
And you mentioned the stage down and the big patios, and one of the things that I wanted to make sure we mentioned was that having been out there, it's such a great facility and just a great looking place. But it's not just for golfers. People can come out there even if they don't golf and have a good time.
Absolutely, and I think that's one of the great secrets about Topgolf that we love sharing with new guests of ours. Approximately half of our guests have never picked up a golf club. So your experience at Topgolf isn't just necessarily about the golf. You know, we take a lot of pride in creating moments that matter for our guests, whether it be a birthday or celebrating a graduation or some large family event. We have magnificent food, all comes from a chef-driven menu. And we have quite a few guests that come that aren't golfers, but just love the environment, love the outdoors, and love our patios. Because there's really nothing of this kind of caliber up in the North Denver area. So we're very excited to sort of fill that void.
And if one last thing, if people want to reach out to Golf Thornton to find out more, to make reservations, how's the best way to reach you? How is the best way to reach you?
The best way to reach us is through topgolf.com. We have a very dynamic website that has all sorts of information in regards to coming to visit us as a guest, looking into any of our platinum memberships that we provide, as well as booking an event online.
All right, great. Thanks again. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Pat. Have a great day.
We hope you enjoyed today's edition of Business Matters. If you did, please like and share, and make sure you subscribe to our channel on YouTube so you get the latest information on all of our podcasts and other videos. We'll see you next time.